everybody, here we are, episode 5, covering week 5 of my internship. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so Monday I got sort of a different kind of project to work on. I'm working on building a simple version of like a loom, a big loom. The loom is for later this summer. Another company in the Fourth Monkey are doing a site-specific Viking play, basically, and it'll be where every room within the Fourth Monkey building is like a different setting and a different scene, and it'll be really interesting. So this project is for that. Eventually it'll have like red yarn running all through it, and then the yarn will like connect up to the ceiling and like be draped all over the place. It'll be really, really cool. Tuesday, I started the day with a fun adventure. I met my supervisor off somewhere a little ways away from the Fourth Monkey, and we had to carry a mattress back to the building. That was about almost 3/4 of a mile, and mattresses are the worst to carry because they're big and heavy and there's no good places to hold. After that though, I got to chill out for a second because it was exhausting, and then on and off throughout that day I finished building the framework for the loom. So this is what it looked like midday, where the entire frame was done and the feet were on. I still need to do some little extra supports on those feet so it doesn't wobble so much. And then later in the day I drilled the holes that the yarn is going to wrap through. And next week I think will be for painting that and maybe getting the yarn rigged up. So it'll be really interesting to work that out. Wednesday we worked on making curtains all day. They were super simple white curtains, but it was still fun to kind of do a little sewing. And then I actually left early on Wednesday because my aunt and uncle were in town and they took me to dinner and a show. So I had fish and chips for dinner. It was real tasty. And then we saw Phantom of the Opera, which was a phenomenal show. Some of the effects and some of the illusions that they were putting on stage were very cool to watch. And I found myself trying to figure out how they did certain like effects and stuff. So that was awesome. The songs from Phantom have been stuck in my head since Wednesday. I've been playing them on repeat nonstop, so that's fun. Also, here's a picture of Her Majesty's Theatre, which is the theater that Phantom operates out of. It was very pretty. Thursday, I went to British IKEA. It was massive. I haven't been to IKEA, I don't think, since I was like a really little kid and my mom just put me in the little play area. So yeah, that was really interesting to step into that world. It is like a whole different world in there. I was there to buy 6 like tension curtain rods. Took me a while to find them, but eventually I did, and then I had to carry those curtain rods back on the bus and the train to Fourth Monkey. Thursday afternoon, I helped set up one of the rooms for the site-specific show, because we have to get those rooms set up as soon as possible so that they can work with them in rehearsal, which they start rehearsal this upcoming week. The room that I was working on was the like office hell room, which is in the basement, and the basement is awful, so it really was like hell. Yeah. But really, it turned out looking pretty good. We got the basement cleaned out pretty well and then moved a lot of the office stuff in, so it still looks like a gross basement, but also kind of an office, which I think is what the designer was going for. So, sweet. I didn't take a picture, which I should have, but I think I will do that next week. No promises. Friday, I sat in on rehearsal for one of the cult shows all day. It's very relaxing. And I did snap a couple pictures of that rehearsal set piece that I built. So this is the one that I told you about last episode, where it's actually a square that's hanging from the ceiling, the actual set pieces, but they needed a rehearsal version to hang the curtains from, so this is what I came up with. Friday evening, I went to another show because someone in the intern group was selling a ticket that was pretty cheap to School of Rock, so I went ahead and snatched that up. And the seat that I was in, it was up in the balcony, but it was really good. The rake up in the balcony is really steep, so every viewpoint for each row, you get a perfect view of the stage. So that was awesome. Really good show, actually. The kids in that cast are unbelievably talented. And it was really fun to watch. On my way to the bus after the show, I passed by the theater that Mamma Mia is in, and it was all lit up, and I took a picture because it was real pretty. That show had also just let out, so I had to fight my way through the crowd to get to the bus stop. So that is all for this past week. Lots of fun stuff. Looms, Basement Hell, 2 Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. Yeah, it's been quite the week. So stay tuned for episode 6, hopefully next week, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.